Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of, well, Loki Watch Party. I don't know. I gotta come up with a better name, but this is your host, ahdontron, with the film combatant with Angel and Kim. Thank you for joining us today and for a very early morning review. And we're going to be watching episode 3 of Loki. And just to give quick shout outs, King Ghostmare, I recognize that you're here first. Thank you for joining us. Uh, I was going to say, aren't you supposed to be in school? But I think it's a summer break for you right now. So, okay, that's all right. And Abed's been sending. If I'm saying that right, cool. If I'm not, I probably mispronounced it before. And sorry. But glad to see you here. On that note, everybody, the episode is called Lamentus, and I think that's how we pronounce it. Actually a surprisingly short episode. It's only like 42 minutes and 23 seconds long. So we should be able to get through this fairly quickly. And I'm intrigued to see where we go because last time where we left off, Loki actually walked through the time portal with the variant Loki. Or
Yes.
some people think it was Sith. No, not Lady Sith.
Lady
The
Loki.
Enchantress.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
right.
But we're about to find out, or hopefully find out, in today's episode, and maybe why she also set off all those time reset bombs. And
hmm
on that, we're gonna get right into this very quick. I didn't even give you guys a chance to say hello. Say hello.
Thumbs up.
All right, on the count of we're gonna go on three. All right, three,
Three.
two, one,
One.
go.
Hit. All right.
All right, got my Disney original up. Boom.
Yep. Now we're in the universe. I'm probably ahead of you again.
No, the future variant thing on Wilson's voice. I'm at 18, 19, 20 seconds. You ahead?
24, 25, 26, 27, 28.
Actually, no, we're pretty on sync.
What?
We're getting better.
Well, I'm figuring how you're doing your countdown.
Yeah, this is true.
Ooh. Oh, didn't do the thing. Ah, doing it differently. Okay. All right. All right. Uh, is this the Baron dance?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is the same song, but
No, but I'm doing the dance.
you could.
I'm I'm
It's the
doing the
same
dance.
beat.
Uh,
Hmm.
what?
Is this supposed to be a flashback?
I don't think so.
Oh, I know what this is.
Yeah.
This is how she was. Remember in the last episode, she's like, I told her where the timekeepers are.
Mm.
It's like a flashback.
Mm-mm. Well, yes, it is a flashback, but it's to explain how why the information was given.
Ah.
Oh, the horn's broken? I thought it wasn't broke. I thought they were both there last time.
Yeah, me too.
No,
One was broken.
there's only one.
Huh. We missed that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now we gotta close down the channel. We're no good.
Speak for yourself. I mean, granted, I didn't get a chance to watch this twice. I usually watch this twice,
hmm
and I didn't do it because of well, our internet went out last night, so
Okay, so I'm not
she's back.
surprised
Okay.
here because I was suspecting that it may have been used as a distraction.
Oh, it didn't work.
Yeah, because remember, magic
Right,
doesn't work.
right, but it shouldn't have. But it shouldn't have lit up. Also,
Well, I think it might be to the degree, because like even
oh, nice, nice.
the tesseract
This is
lights
very.
up, but it's barely dim.
Oh wow, that's a great fight. That's reminiscent to Black Widow.
Maybe a little bit. Ah,
His dad. He went to get his daggers. That's right.
his favorite weapons. Hmm.
Nice.
I would
All
say that looked
right.
like a good sidekick.
Yeah, that was all. Her back kick was nice. Where do you put his knives?
I saw him slip them when it looked like it may have been in his sleeves.
Wait a minute. How do you get?
Because he
Pulled
broke through
something out.
he broke into the lockers.
Oh,
So
that's right. So he has everything. Okay.
and we all established he's really good at pickpocketing.
Right. So he probably pickpocketed her.
Probably.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, his powers are definitely different than hers. Oh,
Oh,
Lamantis
that's
is a
why.
place.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. I'm trying to think. Is this a place in the comics?
Most likely. You're so weird.
I mean, how much power could that be? I mean, that they need. Is it
No
enough to?
idea.
Is it enough to power like an iPhone?
Hmm. No idea. Hmm. So she is a Loki. And Sylvia is a character
Yeah, Sylvie is a version.
of
She's the second
Enchantress.
Enchantress, not the original.
Right.
She was given her powers by Loki without her knowing. So maybe she figured out about the TVA and changed her name for an alias and is doing everything she can to rebel because she doesn't like authority. Hmm.
Hmm. I wonder if they used the same kind of setting they used for the Mandalorian.
Hmm.
Hmm. You know what I'm talking about?
Sorry, I missed what you said. What?
I'm wondering if their setting, how they did this, is what they used for when they filmed The Mandalorian. A lot of it was on location, but most of it was in the studio.
Yeah. Here,
So I'm
I
just
can see
wondering.
it being like how they did. Why not use that technology? You know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Plus, like, I don't know any locations that would be like this.
Oh,
The look on her face. Watch him get shot. I knew it.
yeah. He's not. He's probably not dead.
Mhm.
Oh.
Hmm.
Hmm. Cool helmets. Hmm. Really? Hmm.
That guy
Hmm.
looked familiar.
They both did. Yeah. Don't know who. That's how the wealthy dress. Ugh.
I don't get that reference. Oh, is it motion sickness?
Possibly. Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
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 Mm-hmm. Yeah, they went back to it.
So I have to question if this is also only in his mind because of the opening sequence.
You cold?
Mm,
You look cold.
mm.
I kind of. You ever see the movie Snowpiercer?
Snowpiercer, no. I have not seen that. Nor the show. That's based off another. That's also a graphic novel.
Yeah, it is. The movie has Chris Evans in it.
Yeah.
But it's basically a train that keeps the last bit of. 1 second.
Uh-oh. Oh, this he looks familiar. The actor looks familiar. Hmm.
I can catch that later. Miss Loki singing.
Uh, mm. Sounds like something from Thor, one of the movies.
Another. Yes.
That's what Thor did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I must have another. Yeah. Sounded good. Sounded real good.
Yep. I was liking it at first.
Oh, there's the guy. Oh.
Yep. It wasn't really necessary, but you know what?
Oh,
I
he did a lap sal.
yeah.
Okay.
I honestly think Loki's a better fighter drunk.
Drunken style.
Yeah, look at him.
Yeah. He's definitely doing some Wing Chun in this scene. Well, just take it then. That was the back kick.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. He got knocked out by hitting that knife. Whoa. And now he doesn't have the jacket.
It's like being frustrated with
Excuse me.
yourself.
Yes.
This
And
is a great example of when you meet someone that is like parallel to yourself and you get frustrated with them just because you
yeah,
see what you do.
I kind of know.
You should be watching the movie, babe.
It's a show. It's not a movie.
Or the show. Eyes on the screen.
But I can see myself through you.
Oh.
It kind of also reminds me in the sense of the people are trying to leave the planet, kind of like where Galactus is coming
Mm,
to eat the. Even though this is a moon,
yeah, and they're headed
it's
to the Ark, which is to get them off the planet,
right.
because that's what a lot of times the Silver Surfer was the Herald. Kind of gives them the time to get off as well.
Mm-hmm. But then that messes up the timeline.
Yes, but that it
But
also
but but
works in their favor because then
no, of course,
the TVA has to intervene.
no, of course. But I'm just saying, I mean, sure, he messed up the timeline with those from the last episode, but sorry.
No, well, you look at it this way, like the releasing all those bombs is basically a major distraction. It doesn't destroy the timeline. They'll be able to wrap that up.
Yeah, but so many of it. That's all.
Hmm.
But
Well,
yeah,
that's why it's
you're
such
right.
a big distraction. But now they don't have a time pad, so
Right.
get easy way to get one. Cause another variant.
Got you. You're right. Ooh,
So maybe
big.
that's what they do when they reset a variant. They wipe their memory,
Hmm.
and the which is actually pretty genius because the in the comics all the timekeepers, the TVA
They're pretty
agents are clones.
right. They're variants, pretty much. But in the
Well,
comic
they
book, they
can't.
made them like that. Here, they can do it like that.
But they can't really
Hmm.
wipe their
Makes sense.
memories because remember she said that she had a memory.
That way they don't need like 100,000 Owen Wilsons.
Right. But they may have that for Mobius.
That could be.
Little reminiscent of Ragnarok.
A little bit. With the design and the
Little
neon
bit, little
lights.
bit. The reminiscent of the colors.
Like the planet Sakaar.
Mm-hmm. Ramen. Ooh. Whoa. Ooh.
Mm. It's the same look.
Seriously? There's gonna be a fight. Everyone's trying. Okay. It's kind of cool. It looks like it's one camera.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Since when can you do that?
I wonder who directed this.
Oh, there goes the arc.
Yep.
Yep. That's how I got destroyed. Uh,
Oh
that's
wow.
how it ends. Kate
Wow.
Herron. Oh, the music they used for
Hmm.
this is so good.
I kind of liked the music on this episode.
Mhm.
No, yeah. But all I'm like, my thing now is like, this is the third episode. There's 6 episodes left. Like, there's so much. Well, from the trailers, there is so much left to be said.
Hmm.
No, it's funny here. The music, just of the ending credit, closing credits, is just gets a different feel
Yeah.
because the everything else is the same here, right? The visually, this is all the same.
I haven't noticed anything different, but I'm not good at finding those Easter eggs. I own that.
Oh, that's the
Yeah, that is different
that's different,
because we didn't see that before.
right? Right. I think they show pictures of what happened in the episode,
Hmm.
so that's probably that we've seen.
Mhm.
Yeah. So.
They went back to that a fluid, whatever.
Hmm.
Hmm. And that's just funny that how they did the names. It's all variants of his name.
I mean, it's kind of appropriate they chose that song because the planet's being crashed by a moon.
No, yeah, of course. No, it's done very well. All
So,
right. Well,
I mean, there's going to be no more scenes after that point.
no, there's no more. But that was quite entertaining. A lot better than quite interesting. A lot better than I anticipated, and more backstory. And we see how the two are different in the sense of from talking about the last episode where each variant it has different takes, different powers, what have you.
Different backgrounds.
Mm-hmm. Different history, right? Because you know he has a mother she didn't or doesn't really remember her mother,
Mm-hmm.
and she is part of Enchantress because she uses an enchantment.
Yeah,
That's that's what they call it. So that's we're going back into the
that's her
Enchantress,
specialty.
right? And so you have that little, I guess, Easter egg or connection to the original Enchantress and combination in the books.
No, I
But
agree with that. And Kim, how did you feel about this episode?
Um, I mean, compared, I think it's pretty equal to the um last episode because I think that they're especially how it ended similar to the last episode in the sense of like a
cliffhanger.
cliffhanger, you know. Um,
Kim
it,
doesn't
it
like the cliffhangers.
well, yeah,
She
because
don't
just
mind it. She don't mind it.
it's just so sudden, and it's like you just want more. You
Yeah.
don't want it to end. You want it to like at least give me something. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kind of you just kind of like it stopped right there. Like
Mm-hmm.
no,
And
Right. No,
go ahead.
no, go ahead.
So I was gonna say like I can see where you're coming from with that, and I'm gonna say so far. I mean, it's fun to do the week by week, but the way they've been doing their shows, WandaVision, uh, Falcon and Winter Soldier, now Loki, the way they do their episodes, it feels like they should have been binge instead of just doing one by one.
mm-hmm.
Like they're leaving cliffhangers in the sense like, yeah, we want you to come back, but it doesn't feel like you feel like it makes you need to have to watch it right back to
Yeah,
back. Like
yeah. Instead of like giving it to you a week at a time, they should just download all of the episodes to where you can, if you want to just binge watch it, just go and binge watch all of them
yeah,
back to back.
like
Mm,
Mandalorian was a
mm,
yes, you had some binge worthy stuff on Mandalorian, but it was episodic. You know, when you're watching, like there were side missions, there was stuff like that that didn't really need like when it was done, you didn't go, I need what happened? I need to go next. You know,
Yeah.
like
So
when they were doing the jailbreak, for example, it was just a side mission that he had to do. If that makes sense.
I mean, like the also in the Bad Batch as well.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
didn't quite like the scene part. I didn't.
Oh,
mhm,
Loki singing in the
Yeah.
bar.
but
Yeah.
that's how that Loki is in that frame. He we see him do that in Ragnarok and stuff like that. Like he always his festival. It's like he has to be also the center of attention, and that just shows that part that he's narcissist
Mm-hmm.
and he likes to have a good time through nature, even in a bad situation or a dire situation. That's what I think. That's what that scene showed that the differences between the Lady Loki and this Loki variant, because he's still back from the end game or
He's from Avengers, the first one.
well he's from the yes he's from the first Avengers, correct. So he hasn't matured in that sense. He has not been in shackles. He's in prison in this sense, but not really in comparison to where he was on Asgard after what he did in Avengers.
Yeah, he's still of the mindset like I am Loki, I am destined for greatness,
And
kind of
he
thing.
repeated again, he said glorious purpose in this
Glorious purpose.
episode.
Mm-hmm.
He said that, so he still has that, and he still thinks he's a god.
Technically, he
You
is.
know, well, yeah, but that's how he refers himself.
Yeah, he refers to himself as above others, basically.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's when he's partying, he went back to his variant clothes compared to the security clothes because he didn't, he thought, well, nothing can happen because this world is going to be doomed anyway. So just
Why
throw,
bother?
yeah. And you saw her; she's focused on getting to the mission
Mm-hmm.
at hand. That was her. That was her purpose in this. She has her focus.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing they didn't do is go into. They did go into a little bit of her background, like how she's able to do her abilities and supposedly self-taught herself,
Mm-hmm.
but they didn't go into like how she became self-aware of the TVA, like what
Mm-hmm.
what's her background more on her history. So that's still a question that could be answered in the next couple episodes in that sense. Like how she is so familiar with how the TVA works and so forth, and what's her end goal with the timekeepers, just to
Or
kill them?
what? Or
You know,
what caused her to go this route?
exactly.
Be
And
like a
I,
mercenary.
well, I mean, what, she was hired?
No, I mean in the sense of like she's on a mission to like the to get to the guardians and
It's almost
Timekeepers.
it's
the
almost like
timekeepers and
vengeance. Like she
yeah.
wants. It's kind of like she wants vengeance, but we don't
Right. So
know
that,
for what.
right. But I ask you about mercenary because a mercenary is a person of hired. So like that's why I asked you if she was hired.
She could be, or she could, she could be doing this because of somebody or something,
Mm-hmm.
you
But that
know.
doesn't. I mean, like I said, there's not a difference. That's all. The sense of the word of mercenary. But I mean, it could be revenge. It could be she could be a mercenary, or she could, it could be personal. It could be business or personal. But I think it's more personal in this aspect. Something, she was done wrong somehow, some way,
Hmm.
and so. But I liked it. I mean, it was a lot more action. The action was very, was done very well. It was quite entertaining. It was a good pace. It was like, it's a little backstory, and I think from this we're gonna get more of her in the future. Not Loki pertain or solo. I think it'll be more of other film projects with this, especially if the multiverse does come into our reality
Yeah.
with the MCU, with the multiverse of madness and all that good stuff.
All right. So
Because I can see her.
I know you all gonna have to wrap up soon. So just to make
Mm-hmm.
it quick for you, Kim, what would you rate
Yeah.
it? Just real quick.
I rated a 4.
Oh, very favorable. I think you gave it better rating than last episode.
Because I kind of like their relationship because obviously they're trying to get to know each other and yeah there's this friction because they know that they stem from the same thing and it's like you could tell that she's resistant towards him and he's just trying to figure her out and trying to figure the whole scheme of things out and everything. So it's like it's a good way of them developing this relationship of how they're trying to, get off this planet, to get off,
Yeah, I can see that. Angel.
4.25. 4.25, 4.5.
Four and a quarter.
Four and a quarter, 4.5. I really like this episode. It moved along. Uh, it moved along the story, not in the sense of the TVA or something like that, but more of like Loki and this variant, seeing how a variant is different in not just in looks, but also abilities, and also some backstory because we did get a little backstory on her, and we go back to him about his backstory, and again, they're going back to the mother, so you can see that he was a mama's boy
Yeah, he
more and
loved
more,
his mama.
right? But he's also he's responsible for her death. So you can see that still that guilt, happening or showing when he talks about her.
True.
Because she, even though he's adopted, she didn't treat him as if he was adopted. She treated as if she treated him, excuse me, as if he was blood. That that was her child.
Uh-huh.
No questions about it. And so you can see that admiration he has for her.
Hey.
So I guess he
Hey.
couldn't do this part, like, or text, I guess. But anyway,
Okay.
Well, no, I muted us online.
Where's
So,
that?
Talking about mothers.
so
Yeah, what timing? What great timing.
The love and admiration that he has for his mother.
I'm sorry. No, I muted us live, so you like they don't hear anything on there.
Oh,
Um,
oh, smart then, but we heard everything.
but you heard me. Anyways, I'm sorry I missed your last bit there.
No, I'm just saying that through that talk of,
His love and admiration for his mom.
he
Yeah,
talk about his mother. It shows that he is a mama's boy. That now that he knows that she has passed, that she's not, she died, he has a little more admiration for the time together
true.
and joy the time they spent together. So you see that. So I liked it. That's why I like. I just like the pace, and I love the last scene where it just seemed like one cut when they get to the port to get to the arc, and it just looks like it's one cut going through. Granted, there are some editings there, but it's done very well. It
Hmm.
looked like it was one take, and I like that.
So, you know what? And I can agree in that sense because I was gonna say like I'm gonna give it a 4 for several reasons. One, it added a little bit more to the story, and you got it was a little bit weird to me because at times it seemed like they were flirting back forth with each other, which is,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that could
Especially when
feed
she's
the
trying to
Insane.
yeah,
enchant him.
enchanting, and like and that's especially because like that's them being super narcissistic in the sense that like they're flirting
Love
with
each other,
themselves.
right?
And then they get frustrated with themselves
Mm-hmm.
in that sense. So like because they recognize their attributes of each other. But so that's kind of a fun play on that. I do like the cinema, like the scenario of like they're on a planet and they use the graphics of the designs of everything. It made me feel like I was watching Mandalorian because it is
Mm-hmm.
you see everything else and kind of some scenes kind of felt out of place, but for the most part it looked really good. And the story flowed a little bit better. The action was a little bit better. There were some techniques like Angel spotted out that could have been a little bit more crisp. I kind of found it interesting that Loki seems to fight better when he's intoxicated, like drunken style, and
Mm-hmm.
like Angel noticed some like possible Wing Chun movements that he was using.
Oh, he definitely on this part.
Yeah,
He blocked it. Yeah.
and that like I kind of like those kind of moments in there. So I enjoyed this episode highly. I'm looking forward to the next episode, the way they left it. Made me interested to
Mm-hmm.
see how they're going to get out of this situation and what's going to happen. In that case, so just to wrap this up,
Yes.
everybody, thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week. Maybe this
And
time, maybe another. I don't know. We're
yeah,
gonna work that out.
yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. I like it. We can watch it early, get it out of the way, not accidentally see some spoilers on social media. I kind of like it.
Yeah, maybe. And then and then on that note, thank you to the film combatant Kim and Angel.
And don't forget, Tales of Two Bros. Adan and I, we have a podcast out now and also on YouTube.
Mhm.
Um, two episodes are out, but I'm gonna send them out because I'm gonna re-edit them because I did not like how they came out the first time. So I'm gonna re-edit them
Oh
and
my God,
repost them.
Mr. Perfectionist.
Shut up, you. And anyway, until next time, we'll be our next time. I'm out, bitches.
That's his closing on Tale of Two Bros. And I am your lovely and adoring host, ahdontron. Thank you for joining again. God, everything just wants to interrupt me today. Catch us on the next video. We have a game stream tonight. Other than that, always watch anime, expand your minds, and just be excellent. I messed up my own tagline, but you have a great night. Laters, or great day. Bye.